Okay. Is it just me or it's getting hot in here? Oh, but there's nothing more hotter than our today's topic. Okay, for today's panel discussion, our topic is Soji Bill. So pass or Soji? Good day, everyone. I am your moderator for today's panel discussion. I am Lawrence Alegre. And let's start by introducing our panelists. Okay, here we have Senator Balmes. A round of applause. And here we have Attorney Ancheta, Mrs. Lorena Banayo, Ms. Janea Bigang Awa, an influencer, Sister Ara Bangayan from Manila Cathedral, Dr. Baharde, a physician, Dr. Diana Capito, a sociologist, and last but not the least is Sir Adrian, a leader of an activist group called RBL, or Rise Beyond Levels. Okay, let's start. Let's start first with the question. Senator, can you please explain what is Soji Bill?
A pleasant afternoon to all of you that gather here today. So, Soji Bill, this is really something that I wanted to become a law. As we all know, Soji stands for Sexual Orientation, Gender Identity, and Expression Equality Bill. This aims to promote to illegal the discrimination of the LGBTQIA+ community in our society. And we must remember that this bill is not just for this particular community, but rather for the entire society.
Why are you pursuing this bill?
I myself, the author of the proponent rather, of the Soji Equality Bill. I stand firm in the belief that the Filipinos deserve equal rights and dignity under the law. We must also remember that LGBTQIA+ is not just asking for privilege, but for justice and fairness. And we must also, the importance of the Philippines here, or the LGBTQIA community in the Philippines, is to spread love, awareness, and fairness in our society. And for those people who are opposing this bill, may I just ask you a question? Is protecting your fellow human beings in our cruel society is really something that we can delay? Today is the day that we can make a difference. Today is the day that we must listen from the issues in our society about this particular community, because we must ensure that all the Filipinos, including the third gender or the third sexual gender in our society, can have the rights to voice out their expression. Thank you.
Well said, Senator. Okay. Attorney Ancheta, I have a question for you. Is there any existing laws that protects the rights of the LGBTQIA+ community?
Thank you. Well, we don't have the law that recognizes their rights. However, we have the law that protects all Filipino, or all people rather, with different gender, including the LGBTQIA+ community, such as the Republic Act number 10627 or the Anti-Discrimination Act of 2013. That generally prohibits the physical, social, cyber, verbal, and gender-based discrimination, which refers to any act of humiliates or excludes a person on the basis of pursuits or actual sexual orientation and gender identity. But it can consider as the right because it's just for their protection and not a right or privilege. That's why I would like to enforce the Soji bill in our country.
Okay, thank you. But this raises the bigger question. Why Soji is important and should be implemented?
As a transgender, I think that the importance of implementing SOGI bill is to provide the members of the community with a voice and the legal protection against discrimination. This can also help people who are afraid to show their true selves due to lack of confidence and fear of being judged.
For me, we all need to be cognizant about this kind of issue. As a sociologist, the SOGI bill should be implemented because this bill will protect and help our LGBTQIA plus members. Whatever your gender identity is or your sexual orientation, there should be not any bias of this. We are all humans and we have rights that were given to us.
I believe the SOGI bill is important and should be implemented. I want my children to grow up in a world where everyone is treated with respect, regardless their gender or identity. The SOGI bill protects people from discrimination and ensures that no one is left behind just because of who they are. This is not just about promoting a lifestyle, it's about protecting lives. Supporting this bill means turning those lessons into action. I support SOGI bill because every child deserves to live in a safe and just society.
As an activist, I strongly support the implementation of SOGI bill. This bill will provide us with greater awareness and protection against abuse, discrimination, and other types of marginalization. By recognizing and respecting our rights, we must continue to fight for it. And however, it is important to fight and stand up against opportunities so that we can have our dignity.
As someone from the church, I believe that SOGI matters and it should be implemented because it upholds every person's dignity. We are all equal in God's eyes and no one should be judged or mistreated for who they are or how they identify. I also believe that SOGI is not about promoting or pushing something that is harmful. It's about protecting people from discrimination. Our faith teaches us to show love, kindness, and respect to all. And supporting SOGI is one way to live out that value. Thank you.
So in addition, SOGI bill should enforce consequence. Even LGBTQIA plus community is well known here in the Philippines and has the protection from the government. They also experience the being discriminated and being bullied by the society. And if the SOGI bill will be implemented here in the Philippines, this is the only law here in the Philippines that recognize the rights. Thank you.
Thank you. What are the common misconceptions, discrimination, or abuses that the members of the LGBTQIA+ experiences?
As a parent, I've seen my daughter's pain I've seen the pain my daughter's gone through as a part of the LGBTQIA community. She's been bullied in school, and it hurts deeply to watch her suffer. Many people say,
As a physician, HIV is a common misconception about LGBTQ plus people. HIV is a retrovirus that infects the cell of our body. It can lead to AIDS and it can lead to discuss our function.
Okay, thank you so much for attending our panel discussion. I hope you learned something.